So Aditya, a few quick questions which are coming across from a lot of our counselors and students. What about January 26 intake?
January intake would be really vital for all the respective students who missed out September intake, I must say. So the portal is open. You can process the application through our respective partners, AECC Global, and we have certain deadlines to be met. So Ankit, I would like to highlight this because first deadline would come with 10% early bird discount.
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining in today's yet another thoughtcast by AECC. We are here today with one of our eminent partner from Dubai, a university which is known for its quality education in Australia, based out of their campus in Dubai. So today we have Mr. Aditya Thomas, Senior Student Recruitment Manager from Murdoch University. Welcome Aditya. How are you
Hi
doing today?
Ankit, thank you. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm really well.
First of all, I would like to thank you for organizing this podcast. And this is really vital to make our audience understand why they should choose Dubai over any other destinations. And of course, we will be highlighting all the pointers, like you said, and you casted this out that you really want me to come down and cast out all the USPs and all the useful things about Dubai. So, of course, thank you so much.
Yeah, great. So, as rightly said, Aditya, I would say of late we have seen a lot of queries for emerging countries such as UAE and particularly Dubai. So, I wanted to know, from your side, first of all, we wanted to know about the history of Murdoch University, what kind of a programs are available, because we all know, Murdoch has been based out of Australia. But how did you get into a new place, a new campus in Dubai specifically?
Yeah, so Ankit, when we talk about the overall duration of the university, like you rightly said, our head campus is based in Perth, which is at the western side of Australia, followed by two more campuses. One is based in Dubai, the other one is in Singapore. Now, like I said, the overall duration of the university is more than 50 years now, and we are holding this legacy till now. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, more than 28,000 students are studying in our Perth campus. And we hold the second largest campus in Australia, not in Perth, right? If I'm highlighting this, so it has to be in Australia. And so we established this campus back in 2007 in Dubai, almost about to cover 2 decades now,
Right.
gracefully. The quality of education, degree, all the things are same. There are no changes to it, right? When it's come to providing the education, the degrees or the course content, all the things remain the same, but at the affordable price. So this is the major highlight.
Great.
Any student who's holding a dream कि हमें ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाना है, हमें वहाँ पढ़ाई करनी है. I know that being into this industry, even you know this and you agree on this point, it's not that easy to crack Australia visa, correct? So जिन बच्चों का rejection है ऑस्ट्रेलिया से, they feel very disheartened कि अब हम क्या करें, and we need to follow the certain steps what they have dreamed of when they were kids. So उनके लिए we established this campus back in 2007 and our campus is based at Knowledge Park, which is in the middle of the city. So अगर हम बात करें सारी जो beauties हैं दुबई की, it's like 10-12 minutes wow, that's it. So you can reach Palm Jumeirah, even Burj Khalifa, 10-12 minutes drive from it. So we are in the downtown, where all the things are pretty much interconnected. So ये background है और Knowledge Park में we call it heart of the city as well. I think majority of the campuses are based over there. So the entire area is called Internet City.
Great. I think from Murdoch's point of view, since you mentioned you opened your Dubai campus way back in 2007.
Yeah.
So ये बहुत मुझे लगता है कि it's a very visionary step, which Murdoch took at that point of time. Because as far as I know, back then, in 2007 or 10, Dubai was not that popular.
Yeah.
But abhi scenarios have changed. Seeing the overall, dynamics of other destinations like Australia, US, UK, Canada, suddenly, Dubai is coming up and popping up and standing beside all other destinations. तो ऐसा क्या है मतलब दुबई में why the students are choosing Dubai or thinking about studying Dubai? You mentioned one of the reason is कि चलो ठीक है, some other country refusals are there, but honestly at AECC we have seen students coming up and asking नहीं मेरे को तो दुबई का बताओ आप, I have to go to Dubai. So what is your take on that, because you are part of this Dubai sector for a pretty long time?
So I अग्री ऑन योर पॉइंट, और मैं सहमत हूँ जो आपने अभी बोला अभी लास्ट कि आज से 8-10 साल पहले दुबई को एज अ टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन कंसिडर करा
Exactly.
जाता था कि आप वहाँ जाइए, और एक बहुत बड़ी मिथ थी कि दुबई बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है, और ये हम आगे बात करेंगे इसके बारे में कि क्या अफोर्डेबिलिटी है, हाउ यू कैन गेट डाउन ओवर देयर, हाउ यू कैन बुक द अकोमोडेशन, आई विल मेक द कंपैरिजन विद अदर
Right.
इंटरनेशनल डेस्टिनेशन. सो बैक टू द टॉपिक. सो 8-10 साल पर आप 50 साल पहले भी देखेंगे तो दुबई पूरा डेजर्ट था, right? And now if you see the segment, the entire platform has been changed drastically, right? You see big buildings, infrastructure, we call it the financial hub as well, right? So things itni badli hain, and after 6 months, whenever you're traveling to Dubai, you see a different downtown altogether. So improvisation इतना होता है वहाँ पे अंकित. So जैसे आपने बताया कि स्टूडेंट्स अब आते हैं क्योंकि कई स्टूडेंट्स के रिजेक्शंस होते हैं, अफोर्डेबिलिटी इश्यूज हैं, और इसमें एक मेजर पॉइंट मैं ऐड करना चाहूँगा जो है आपकी लिविंग एक्सपेंस.
Exactly.
आपने कनाडा करा है अंकित, आपने ऑस्ट्रेलिया, अब यू आर इनटू दिस पाथ, so you know that they need to show the ITR, bank statements.
Right. Right.
There are multiple documents which need to be taken care of when you are applying for the visa application to those international destinations, correct? When it comes to Dubai, not even a bank statement is required. How many students have you applied and they got the visa? And did we ever ask for bank statement? या आप ये वाला document provide करवाइए. All they need to do or make the initial deposit acceptance and the seat is secured right away. Right.
Exactly. So उसके बारे में मैं आपसे और जानना चाहूँगा because as you mentioned, we know Australia has a different requirement, UK has a different financial requirement, Canada visas are little tough these days, which we are hearing.
Agreed.
US have different things. Suddenly Dubai is emerging, and as you mentioned, how much fees should be in the student's mind, when they need to apply for a Dubai university, and particularly for Murdoch University.
Okay. So you're talking about the overall fees or the
I just want initial deposit,
right?
or you can just break it down.
So Ankit, initial deposit depend करता है scholarships पे भी. So हम जो requirement देते हैं वो होती है offer letter में. First trimester fee mention होती है after scholarship.
Right.
जो overall fee structure होता है हमारा, उसके ऊपर हमारा scholarship का जो structure है 15 to 40% है depending on the academic percentage. Right.
Okay.
On the overall fee. So we do not divide it. Right, कि हम डिवाइड कर रहे हैं into 3 years of education, but we give on the overall fee. So if we are committing 15%, 25, 35 or 40%, so it will be on the overall fee straight away. ठीक है, first point. Now first trimester fee, visa, medical and cautionary deposit. Now you may ask me what is cautionary deposit. So you might have understood about visa, medical, because we are applying for the visa application, and it will be catered by our own onshore team, right? So all we need to do just share those forms. The student needs to fill those forms, send it across to us, and we'll file the visa application. And you can't even imagine, it takes only 7 to 8 working days maximum I'm talking about to get the visa on the regular grounds. I'm
Right.
not talking about the express entry. We have another scenario wherein if a student is applying last minute, they can apply for the express entry as well. But yeah, on the regular visa or on the standard visa, it takes 7 to 8 working days, not more than that. And it will be catered by us.
That's very impressive, actually.
Yeah. Roughly अगर आप बात करें अंकित, it would be around 5 to 8 lakhs, not more than that.
Okay, so yes, so 5 to 8 lakhs, just to start your study in
Initial
Dubai.
deposit.
Initial deposit.
That's it.
I believe that is almost 50% of the cost which the students are bearing for other destinations.
100%. एंड बाकी का जो अमाउंट है वो हम बहुत इजी कर देते हैं स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, ताकि उनके ऊपर या पेरेंट्स के ऊपर कभी भी कोई प्रेशर ना आए,
Financial burden ना
सो वो 3 इंस्टॉलमेंट्स में हम डिवाइड कर देते हैं, हर साल 3 इंस्टॉलमेंट्स. अब ट्राइमेस्टर्स की, एक ट्राइमेस्टर 4 महीने का है. अंडर ग्रेड में हमारे पहले साल में 3 ट्राइमेस्टर्स होते हैं, तो 12 महीने को अगर आप डिवाइड करें तो 4, सो एक ट्राइमेस्टर 4 महीने का, तो ऐसे 8 ट्राइमेस्टर्स होते हैं, तो हम ट्राइमेस्टर्स में फीस डिवाइड कर देते हैं.
Great. I think this is very interesting, because when it comes to other destination universities, the student, I believe, has to pay 1 full year fees,
Yeah.
then visa fees, then he has to wait for the visa. But I think it's very quick in terms of Dubai. You just need to pay the deposit,
100%.
you just need to pay the first trimester, pay the visa fee, and you are all set to start your
All
course.
set to go. There are no
great.
turning back, and gracefully I've sent more than 700-800 students till now, till the date.
amazing.
I think it might be more than that too. बहुत अलग एटमॉस्फेयर मिलता है वहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स को. और एक चीज़ मैं हाईलाइट करना चाहूँगा अंकित, वहाँ पे जो पेरेंट्स ने और जो स्टूडेंट्स ने मुझे पर्सनली भी ये चीज़ें बताई हैं कि आपको ना सेंस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी मिलती है वहाँ पे और सेंस ऑफ सेफ्टी.
Exactly, that is my second question to you, because what we see Dubai as a destination is कि tourist है. People go there, they come back, they enjoy week 10 days. They see Burj Khalifa, they see Palm Jumeirah, you know, Atlantic, all those stuff, and they come back. Nobody has thought like, you know, there are, you know, study opportunities and work opportunities for the students. So my first question related to this is like, you know, how multicultural is Dubai? And at your campus at Murdoch, you know, what all, you know, destinations people are coming? Because we all know, you know, Indian population is very high in Dubai. Hota kya, like, you know, when we go abroad and study, we want not just to mingle in our community, but to get a global exposure. So उस sense में आप मुझे बताओ, how global is Murdoch University Dubai?
Okay. You're talking about Murdoch या दुबई के बारे में?
Overall, both the things I would like to understand.
So दुबई में you will find diversification is very vast. And when I say vast, it means, if I'm not mistaken, 60 to 70% you will find international students over there.
Okay, so if there are 100, 60, 70 would
60
be...
to 70.
Okay.
Are international students. Right.
That include India also.
Yeah, India
Okay.
of course. Yeah. And majority you will find international students in international university they are studying.
कौन सी countries से ज़्यादा आ रहे हैं आजकल?
जो major highlights हैं उसमें इंडिया of course. इंडिया है, रशिया है, और अफ्रीका से हमें बहुत एप्लीकेशंस मिलती हैं. सो इनका वहाँ से मेजरली हमें डिप्लोमा फाउंडेशन की ज़्यादा मिलती हैं. बट इंडिया की जो मेजर मार्केट है हमारी अंडर ग्रेड, क्योंकि आपको पता है हर बच्चे का एक सपना होता है एक जगह पढ़ना है, बट हर पेरेंट्स का एक सपना होता है कि मेरा बच्चा ऐसी जगह पढ़े जो सेफ हो उसके लिए. करेक्ट,
सेफ हो और पास हो.
बिल्कुल पास.
इट्स जस्ट लाइक 3 hours.
बहुत अच्छी चीज़ आपने हाईलाइट करी अंकित. और 3 घंटे की फ़्लाइट है. मैं अपनी स्पीचेस में भी या कभी काउंसलिंग करने जाता हूँ तो ये चीज़ ज़रूर बताता हूँ कि कभी वीकेंड पे भी आना, ऑल यू नीड टू पे 30-35,000 रुपीज़ मैक्सिमम. यू कैन कम डाउन ऑन वीकेंड, मीट योर पेरेंट्स एंड गो बैक टू दुबई.
Few cities it would be less also if we see Mumbai or Gujarat and Ahmedabad.
I think 2.5 hours flight.
Yeah,
from
2.5
Mumbai.
hours. Yes. Great. You know, that's really interesting to know. Cool. So we know and talk about how multicultural Dubai is and Murdoch University is. My next question would be like, you know, are there any professional accreditation related to Murdoch University Dubai which student want to know, or like, you know, you would like to highlight through our platform?
So when we talk about local accreditation out there, domestic in Dubai, we are holding KHDA rank. So we are holding 5-star rating from there.
Okay.
And ever since we started this campus, we are holding this legacy. Apart from that, like I said initially, students will be getting the degree directly coming from a head campus, which is based in Perth. So as per the norms, the accreditation will remain the same. That would be TESCA. So we do not make any changes to it. So इसको अगर मैं और briefly समझाऊँ, जैसे आप दुबई में पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, मैं पर्थ में हूँ, हम दोनों अगर ग्रेजुएट हो रहे हैं तो हमें डिग्री एक्जैक्टली सेम मिलेगी, उसमें कुछ चेंजेस नहीं होते.
That's really
And it will be accredited by TESCA, TEQSA.
And what is this body all about?
Australian body.
Australian body.
हाँ जी.
तो आपको
तो जो हमारी
दुबई में पढ़ने से ऑस्ट्रेलियन यूनिवर्सिटी ले सकते हो.
बिल्कुल, आपको ऑस्ट्रेलिया से डिग्री मिल रही है एट हाफ ऑफ द प्राइस. और अगर आप लिविंग, हो सकता है आगे आपने ये सवाल रखा हुआ हो मेरे लिए, बट अगर लिविंग की बात करें तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में 17 लाख लिविंग है, और दुबई में सिर्फ 6 से 7 लाख लिविंग, एक्सक्लूडिंग फूड. फूड विल बी बेस्ड ऑन योर पर्सनल एक्सपेंस and it may vary, correct? So इतना फर्क है. आप देखिए 1/3 what you end up paying over there if you're landing in Dubai and you're getting the same education and degree.
Great. I think it's going to be very good value for money for the students. So let's continue and break and give a breakup actually to the student on living cost in Dubai. Basically क्या होता है, like, you know, student want very affordable and if they compare or anybody compare, like, you know, वो INR को उस में like, you know, फॉरेन करेंसी में कंपेयर करते हैं. मे बी इट्स USD और कैनेडियन डॉलर और ऑस्ट्रेलियन डॉलर, और इन केस ऑफ दुबई इट्स गोइंग टू बी AED. आई थिंक इट्स गोइंग समवेयर अराउंड 23-24 राइट नाउ. सो आई जस्ट वांट, लाइक, यू नो, रैंडमली इफ यू कैन जस्ट ब्रेक इट डाउन कि लिविंग एक्सपेंस कितना बच्चे को पे करना है, कॉस्ट ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट कितना है, लाइक, यू नो, bare minimum, like, you know, food expenses, or what are the places, like, you know, for little bit of, like, you know, recreation or entertainment for the student, since you have been Dubai so many times, been to campus, must have seen a lot of amazing places.
Yeah. Of
Right.
course. So uncle, living expense आपको कुछ नहीं दिखाना, zero. So not even a bank statement is required when you're filing the visa application. And like I said, it will be catered by us.
Right.
तो 4 फॉर्म्स आते हैं वीज़ा एप्लीकेशन. अगर बच्चा अंडरग्रेड के लिए जा रहा है तो अंडर 21 उसमें ऐड होता है. मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस फॉर्म, ऑल यू नीड टू डू जस्ट टेक ओवर देयर yes no about we have certain parameters about 7 to 8 disease, so all you need to just sign the form. और वीज़ा एप्लीकेशन में when it comes to book the accommodation, we do not file anything over there. So you do not need to mention that you are staying in XYZ or any accommodation. It would be completely your call. So majority of the universities do not have accommodations on campus over there. Neither we do not have it too. So we have a tie with third-party vendors. They are our partners, official partners. Like
But are they secure?
100%.
Vetted by the universities?
Ankit, you can't even think to commit a crime in Dubai. If you're in Dubai, if you're stepping out in the middle of the night, and I know that I'm saying this on the record, if you're stepping out in the middle of the night, you do not need to keep any second thoughts in your mind. That is Dubai. So I think last year, I've been there with my family. Like my mother, my sister, and my niece.
Okay.
They were with me, and it is very secure. If they are stepping out, even in the middle of the night, you're booking the cab or going somewhere. Malls are open till midnight, 1:30 a.m. I've witnessed people coming down after completing their office hours around 10:30 to buy groceries from the malls.
Okay.
It is very safe in Dubai.
Or expense point of view, say, suppose let's break it
Expense,
down, like as a student, I have reached there, I have started. तो कितना मेरे को बेयर मिनिमम महीने का खर्चा अपना देखना पड़ेगा, अकोमोडेशन का, मेरी मील्स पे कितना खर्चा होगा, एंड ट्रांसपोर्ट, जो ये मेजर एक्सपेंसेस होते हैं.
अकोमोडेशन अंकित, आप वहाँ 50,000 में भी रह सकते हैं और 10 लाख भी कम है महीने का.
लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द
बेयर मिनिमम. अगर आप स्टूडेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से पूछें तो 50,000 से 70,000 में यू कैन ईजिली बुक योर अकोमोडेशन. वहाँ पे फीमेल सेक्शन डिफरेंट है, मेल सेक्शन डिफरेंट है.
ओके.
सो एक फ्लोर पे 4 रूम्स होते हैं, 2 लेफ्ट साइड, फिर 2 पैलेट साइड होते हैं उनके, और बीच में एक बहुत बड़ा किचन होता है. ठीक है. किचन आपका शेयरिंग बेसिस पे होता है और बाकी वॉशरूम अटैच्ड होते हैं हर रूम के साथ. आपको ऑटोमेटेड कीज दी जाती हैं, सो इट इज़ 100% सिक्योर. नो वन कैन एंटर इन योर प्रीमिसेस विदाउट योर परमिशन. ठीक है. एक्सपेंस जैसे मैंने आपको बताया 6 से 7 लाख है. फूड की अगर आप बात करें, इट में वेरी. यू कैन हैव फूड बाय स्पेंडिंग 200-300 रुपीज़ फॉर अ मील. वी हैव अ फूड कोर्ट एट द ग्राउंड फ्लोर, और जब कभी मैं ट्रैवल करता हूँ मैं भी वहीं से खाना खाता हूँ. सो वहाँ पे मेरा फेवरेट रेस्टोरेंट गजानिया है, और भी रेस्टोरेंट्स हैं फूड कोर्ट में. एंड वी हैव the outlet of Starbucks as well, the ground floor. So if students are very fond of coffees and all, they can have the coffees out there to ease out the pressure.
Great.
तो 200 से 300 रुपए में 12-15 दिरहम से वहाँ पे शुरू हो जाती है मील, और आप 23 दिरहम में आराम से इजीली खा सकते हैं. वहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आती है सच.
Okay, great. Aditya, now I would like to know how Murdoch University is best value for money, and what are the programs available for the student from India?
So we have divided the segments into 3 parts, starting from pathways, undergrad and postgrad. So pathway division comes when any student who is unable to crack undergrad and not meeting the entry requirement. So we have this pathway division as well for those students specifically.
Okay.
Now, like for undergrad, our first year entry requirement is 65% and above. Okay. Any student who is unable to crack it or unable to meeting the entry requirement, so they can opt in for pathways. For foundation, any student who is holding below average marks and the curve is between 48 to 54, so we allow those students to get enrolled for foundation, leading to 3 years of bachelor's. But any student who is very close to 65 and unable to crack it, so we have this particular curve for diploma as well, which comes between 55 to 64. So after completing diploma, students are allowed to get into second year of bachelor's. Right? This is the first part. Foundation में कोई specialization नहीं होती. It's like
Okay.
आप वो complete करते हैं because you're holding very low marks, and after completing it, you will be entering into 3 years of bachelor's. Diploma में you can opt in. We have 4 divisions. in diploma year. Starting from communication, we have psychology, we have IT, and we have business as well. उसके बाद आप you can continue and you can drop down into undergrad and then you can continue with your specialization. When it comes to undergrad, our yearly fee is roughly between 14.5 lakhs, you can say,
Okay.
apart from scholarships and all, right?
Okay.
We will be providing all sort of support and awarding bursaries, scholarships, depending on the percentage. So we have to be very fair with our students. So when we review the application and when we award the scholarship, it is completely based on the percentage. Okay, starting the curve. When we start the curve, it starts with 65 to 74. ये पहला bracket है, wherein we give 15% of scholarship. दूसरा ब्रैकेट लाई होता है 75 to 84, उसमें हमारा 25% स्कॉलरशिप का ब्रैकेट है. तीसरा है 85 to 89, उसमें हम 35% स्कॉलरशिप देते हैं. अबव 90 40% स्कॉलरशिप जो हम देते हैं. एंड दैट इज ऑन द ओवरऑल फी. अगर आप पर्टिकुलरली बात करें मर्डॉक दुबई की, सो हम ओवरऑल फी पे देते हैं ताकि वो स्कॉलरशिप कभी भी डिवाइड ना हो इन द एंटायर ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द अंडरग्रेड.
Maybe like first year maybe, second year maybe,
थर्ड ईयर रिमेन रहेगा
same
चाहे
percentage of
35 हो,
scholarship.
40 हो, 15 हो, 25% हो.
Great.
अब आप कोर्सेज की अगर बात करें तो अंडरग्रेड में वी आर वाइड ओपन व्हेन इट कम्स टू फैसिलिटेट the courses for undergrad. Starting from IT, we have computer science, cyber security, artificial intelligence, and now we have recently introduced our new program which is related with gaming and designing. I have sent an email to you yesterday about that. Yeah, so you can circulate that among all the counselors. So it would be really helpful to promote and to get down the students. Like if any student who's holding this preference wherein he or she wants to get enrolled for this specific course, then of course you can cast out this course to them. Secondly, we have bachelors of business. So we have psychology, we have marketing, we have finance, we have management as well, and we have HRM too. When it comes to communication, we have 2 courses in media related as well. So we are wide open when it comes to recruiting students for undergrad. And for postgrad, we have 2 specific courses to be offered. One is MBA, the other one is Master of Education.
So Aditya, you have talked about the bachelor and undergrad options available at Murdoch, but I want to know more about masters, क्योंकि अभी क्या है, like what we have observed across the market and at AECC also, like lot of queries are always coming for the master's program, and उसमें एक उनका बहुत interesting question होता है कि can we work while we can study our course in any of the university and particularly at Murdoch? Yeah.
Undergrad students, they all can work 20 hours in a week, and that would be considered as part-time. But for postgrad, it's a different scenario altogether in Dubai, because the classes timings are 6 to 9 in the evening. Yeah. So they have this flexibility wherein they're allowed to work full-time over there.
Okay.
They're allowed to work full-time, 8 hours, and depending on the sponsorship. So in Dubai, it's a different platform altogether. Initially, they need to apply for the jobs. We have a career service team on campus. They will be helping all the students in order to find the jobs, creating LinkedIn profile, updating CVs. And then they will get them connected with those companies to whom we have a tie-up. So we work on a very large scale, Ankit.
Yeah.
As you know, Dubai में job opportunities बहुत हैं. Related with finance, marketing, IT तो हब है ही वो. आप अगर कर्व की बात करें जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ की, तो हमारा जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट है वो 91% एंड अबव. सो अगर वी आर रिक्रूटिंग 10 स्टूडेंट्स,
9 are
so
working.
9 are getting recruited with all the reputed companies out there. And I want to highlight a point over here. I never witnessed any of my students or any of the students who are working in a food court or in a restaurant as a part-time worker. They all are working in a good reputed companies out there. Like we have the brand partnership, and we are partner with all the reputed brands out there like Amazon, Deloitte, KPMG, and many more.
I think that's a very valid point, because lot of us have a wrong myth when like student who are working part time or like specifically in Dubai or any other country, like they have to choose very very basic jobs, like in other countries.
Yeah.
But in Dubai it is opposite. They can start in a well reputed company and while they can study. But मास्टर्स में क्या सिनेरियो है?
See, masters maybe or undergrad maybe first they need to crack the interview. So this is the route.
Any like sorry to cut you, but
No, that's
any
okay.
limitation on work opportunities and work hours for masters?
No. So they are allowed to work full time, like I said. They have this liberty wherein the classes timings are 6 to 9 in the evening. So rest of the day hours they are allowed to work full time over there. Secondly, there is an end route. So I would like to highlight or light this path how students can apply for the jobs.
Right.
First, they need to crack the interview, and like I said, our career service portal team will help them out.
They'll help.
Right. Once the interview is cracked, they are done with the interview. They got the offer letter. Secondly, they will be getting the sponsorship letter from the company. It is really vital to get the sponsorship. Once the sponsorship letter is handy, they need to approach our university team out there, and then we will be issuing the NOC letter, no objection certificate.
No objection certificate.
And then they're allowed to work. Now, why I am specifically telling you this inroad, because most of the times counselors come to me stating, Aditya, आपने ये बोला था students job कर सकते हैं, visa और entry permit पे लिखा है they cannot work, which is true. So this is the path which they need to complete in order to get the jobs out there, and that disclaimer will be removed after that. So first point, sponsorship letter from the employer. Second, we will be issuing the NOC letter, no objection certificate, and then they're allowed to work over there. For undergrad, 20 hours in a week, like I said, and for postgrad, it would be full time.
And the employer will make their study permit to work permit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then they can work over there.
And how duration do you think this employment continues?
It depends. Like they can give you the sponsorship minimum for 2 years, maximum there is no limit.
Okay.
Till the time you have a job in hand, no one will ask you to leave the country and you can continue over there.
Exactly. So that is the question, sometimes when we relate it to other countries, there is a very famous term PSW or postgraduate work permit. Citizenship and all those things which happen. But वो दुबई में ऐसा scenario openly नहीं है, but there are different ways which you can use it.
Yeah.
And these are more secure than the other countries, right? So just to summarize, if the student is working there and is in contract with the employer, they can live and work there as long as the employer or the work permit continues.
Absolutely yes.
Great.
So till the time they have a job in hand, no one will ask them to leave a country. और ये मैं आपको मिनिमम बता रहा हूँ 2 साल का जो स्पॉन्सरशिप आपको मिलता है आपकी ड्यूरेशन के बाद जब आप पढ़ाई कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं. उसके बाद तो वो 10 साल 8 साल मेरे फ्रेंड्स वहाँ सेटल्ड हैं and they all are working in good reputed companies. मेरे बचपन के childhood friends हैं.
Great.
They all are settled, earning good. अगर आप अर्निंग की बात कर रहे हैं तो फिर एक पॉइंट अगर हमने मिस करा तो ये अच्छी बात नहीं होगी.
नहीं डेफिनेटली वी वांट टू हाईलाइट एंड
अगर आप वहाँ बहुत लोगों का जैसे हम लोग हैं अभी थोड़ा सा रहता है कि हमारे ब्रैकेट्स हैं और हमें टैक्स पे करना पड़ता है. दुबई में टैक्सेस नहीं है. सो वॉट एवर यू आर अर्निंग इट कम्स डायरेक्टली टू योर पॉकेट.
That's an amazing thing, because in any country, even in India, when we work, we have to pay a hefty amount of our, earning to government as tax. But Dubai में ये starting से ही ऐसा रहा
नहीं है. हाँ, शुरू से ऐसा रहा है. आपको taxes pay नहीं करना पड़ता.
But even for the students.
Even for the students.
So suppose I am earning 100 dirham a day, that entire money will go back in my pocket and I can spend it as much as I can.
100%.
That's really amazing.
You do not need to pay the taxes to the government. Whatever hard work you're putting over there, all the inputs, those things will always be considered, and whatever amount you're earning, eventually it comes direct to your pocket straight away. एक चीज़ रह गई थी अंकित, आप पूछ रहे थे कि वहाँ पे जब बच्चा कम्यूट करता है तो कैसे कर सकता है. सो कम्यूटिंग के लिए दे कैन यूज़ मेट्रोज आउट देयर, जो मैं सारे अपने स्टूडेंट्स को ये चीज़ बोलता हूँ. और दूसरी चीज़ अगर कम्यूट करना है दे कैन यूज़ लोकल बसेस. तो ज़्यादा खर्चा नहीं आता उस चीज़ में और वो बहुत ईज़िली एक्सेसिबल है वहाँ पे. आप बहुत ईज़िली मेट्रो से लोकल बसेस से. हमारे एक वेंडर हैं, उनका मैं फ्लायर आपके साथ शेयर करूँगा. तो उनके अलग अलग चार्जेस हैं एज़ पर द ड्यूरेशन कि कहाँ आपकी लोकेशन है. कैंपस से वो मेजर करके जो भी उनका आफ्टर द मेजरमेंट डिस्टेंस रहता है उसके बाद जो भी distance के accordingly they charge.
Great. I think that's a really interesting take. Now, I have a very unique question which comes from a lot of students. See, Murdoch University जो है वो Australia University है, right? They have their main campus in Perth.
Perth.
They opened their another campus in Dubai 2007. Lot of the students. So great. We have talked about the program range and everything, starting from undergrad and graduate.
Yeah.
One basic question which comes from lot of students is कि Murdoch University is an Australian university. They have their main campus in Perth, Australia, while the student is studying in Dubai. So what are the chances of student to take inter-campus transfer to the main campus?
So chances are really high. If
And
I
what's
say
the process?
90 to 95%, I must say, because half of the battle is already won when you get down to Dubai and you're applying for the inter-campus transfer. All the undergrad students have this liberty after completing first year of their education at Dubai campus. They can apply for the inter-campus transfer to Australia.
Okay.
So two conditions need to be met in that case, Ankit. First, they need to show the funds as per the GS process. That will remain the same.
The Australia process.
Exactly the way you show it from here, 35 to 40 lakhs.
Okay.
ITRs and everything. So you know the process. So that will remain the same. Second would be they need to pass the first year successfully with 60 to 70%.
Okay.
So that percentage has to be there academically, and then they're allowed to apply there. And there are two methods how they can apply. Either they can apply through our student service team, which is mentioned on our official website as well. When you go to explore option, left hand side, you will find transfer to Perth. Once you click on it, all the details are mentioned over there. And there is a hyperlink out there. So once you click on it, it will direct you to the other page where all the norms are mentioned which need to be catered when you're applying for the inter-campus transfer to Australia. ठीक है, यही दो conditions रहती हैं. इसके अलावा IELTS नहीं देना आपने, interview का भी सिनेरियोस में नहीं होता, बट ये दो कंडीशंस अगर आपकी मेन हैं तो आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं वहाँ पे, तो उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
Very valid point, and I wanted to highlight and ask one important question here is.
एक चीज़ रह गई हमारी अंकित, सॉरी मैं आपको इंटरप्ट कर रहा हूँ. आप MBA की फीस और जो हमारी मास्टर एजुकेशन की है, सो मास्टर एजुकेशन 16.5-17 लाख फीस है, 2 साल का कोर्स है. कोई भी बच्चा जैसे B.Ed नहीं करा है यहाँ पे, M.Ed करना चाहते हैं दुबई में, they should be holding 2 years of work experience in any field and then they can apply for it. But eventually it will be reviewed by our academic chair and then the decision will be made after reviewing the application, right? We do not pre-review the application. We need certain documents like academic transcript, passport, CV to review the application. So we can make the decision. About MBA, it is approximately 20 lakhs. So 89,000 dirham is the fee. And we will be awarding 20% guaranteed scholarship. That is the guaranteed one that we are offering.
20% saving.
Yeah. And might be it can go up to 40% as well, depending on the marks.
Profile.
But yeah, 20% will be there. So after 20%, it would come between 17.5 lakhs something, which is again pretty much feasible. And you're completing your MBA degree within a year's time. That's the best part. We have certain specializations which you can check on the website as well, just to cut the time short. And we work on a very large scale when it comes to facilitate MBA and master education degrees. And the major highlight which is aligned with our master of education degree is that we provide IB certificate along with the degree.
Okay.
Yeah. You can read more on this on our website.
Definitely. Yeah. So my next question is very interesting, since lot of us follow the student testimony and student experience in any university and definitely in any Dubai university also. So can you share us one or two example wherein how the student reached there and what was the success and what was the potential earning the student has earned?
So first, students will be applying through AECC, of course. So whenever you get a student, you need to counsel them. You have all the specialized counselors out there. They know the product knowledge. They've been promoting and recruiting students, right, for Dubai. And of course, they have an upper hand, so undoubtedly. First, you need to check the preference of the student because we do not have any restrictions when it comes to undergrad courses, like they cannot apply for IT or business. We do not have certain restrictions to it. Any student is coming from any background, they can apply for our respective courses which are being offered by the
The
university.
intent should be there to study.
That intent, absolutely yes, that's
Right.
the correct word. Once you counsel the student, आप apply करते हैं, apply करने के बाद हमारा जो turn around time है decision का within 2 working days will release the decision straight away. If all the documents are appropriately submitted on the portal, within 2 working days we'll get the decision. If there is any academic, I don't think so there should be any academic condition if you haven't applied on the what we call it
Missing transcript
no,
or
like
something?
if a student is currently studying in 12th,
Yeah.
so they usually provide
Predictable.
predicted scorecards. So if they are providing the predicted scorecard, it's fine. There will be a condition that they need to submit the official transcript of their 12th grade in order to meet that requirement. Second would be IELTS. Yeah, it's a good news for everyone, if to everyone who all are listening to me, that we do offer IELTS waiver on the grounds of English subject marks. If a student is holding 70% and above in 12th grade English, within 5 years of passing, we can give away, straight away, there is IELTS waiver.
So that means they don't need IELTS for admission and for visa?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Visa
That's
to any which
amazing.
way, yeah.
Yeah, that's an amazing
So-
news.
This is for IELTS waiver. Students who really want to escape from IELTS and do not need to appear for the examination, of course, they can easily get it through with this, but they should study hard in order to get 70% above in 12th grade English subject. And of course, we can review the application for IELTS waiver. About the opportunity, how they can or how easily they can earn and what would be the curve. So the curve lies between 35 to 55 dirham an hour. This is the
Okay.
average I'm talking about. It can go beyond to it because
This is for graduate,
for undergrad and grad,
undergrad both.
yeah, undergrad and postgrad both. For postgrad, like I said, they have a different curve altogether because any which way, if any student is applying for MBA or Master of Education, like I said, and I have mentioned both the scenarios. So if they are applying for it, that means they are already studying over here, right? So their current salary will be reviewed, or when they will be applying over there. So whatever they are earning over there, of course, they will be getting a hike on that
Hike on
current
that.
salary. Yeah.
Great. So we have discussed a lot about Dubai, Murdoch, what are the opportunities, accommodation, living cost and all.
Uh-huh.
Now, one of the important question comes like, when the student are studying in any, university or campus,
Mhm.
specifically when we are talking about Dubai. So according to you, what are the best practice like, students should follow specifically to networking so that they can engage in a better job opportunity once they graduate?
बहुत वाइटल सवाल पूछा है आपने अंकित, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि स्टूडेंट की एक जर्नी जब स्टार्ट होती है ना, दे ऑल शुड बी नोइंग दिस, और मैं अपनी काउंसलिंग में भी ये चीज़ बोलता हूँ, इफ आई एम मीटिंग अ पेरेंट और अ स्टूडेंट, so it is really vital you should be clear with your goals and the vision should be clear to you what you really want to be after completing your undergrad or postgrad, though they have this liberty wherein they can work part-time, full-time for postgrad as well. So networking के लिए अंकित उनको बहुत एक्टिव रहना पड़ेगा. हमारे पास जो हम ऑफर करते हैं काफ़ी क्लब्स हैं. सो ओरिएंटेशन में जब स्टूडेंट्स वहाँ होते हैं वो सारे क्लब्स मेंबर्स उनसे बात करते हैं. ऑन कैंपस कई बार इंटर्नशिप्स भी मिल जाती है स्टूडेंट्स को, राइट, और वो एक बहुत अच्छा बूस्ट देते हैं उनके सीवीज़ में, कहीं वो अप्लाई कर रहे हैं जॉब के लिए. सो एक अपर हैंड ऑफ कोर्स होता है. अब AECC में भी आपके पास इंटर्न्स आए होंगे, उसके बाद आपने कितने उनको एज अ फुल टाइम एम्प्लॉय रिक्रूट करा होगा बाद में, राइट. तो वहाँ पे उनको एक्टिव रहना बहुत ज़रूरी है. कनेक्शंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. आप जितना कनेक्शंस बिल्ड करेंगे, और ऑफ कोर्स फेलियर से डरना नहीं है. एक बार आप इंटरव्यू देने गए, रिजेक्ट हो गए, 2 बार देने गए, रिजेक्ट हो गए. अंडर ग्रेड में मैं एक चीज़ बोलना चाहूँगा कि एटलीस्ट 2 से 4 महीने लग सकते हैं, क्योंकि एक एज का फैक्टर होता है, फ्रेशर्स होते हैं, हाँ, कभी इंटरव्यू नहीं दिया होता, तो थोड़ा सा एक डर होता है उनके. पीजी में तो आई डोंट थिंक सो. मेरे पीजी के स्टूडेंट्स, आई थिंक 1 से 1.5 महीने में उन सबको जॉब बहुत ईजिली मिल गई थी, सारे पीजी के स्टूडेंट्स को. हाँ, क्योंकि एमिरेट्स आईडी आपको मिलती है 15 से 20 दिन में. उसके बाद आप एलिजिबल हो जाते हैं जॉब के लिए अप्लाई, या मैक्सिमम 1 महीना लगता है.
बट स्टूडेंट कैन स्टार्ट फाइंडिंग इन जॉब्स बिफोर दैट आल्सो, ना?
No, it is like when they get the Emirates ID, then they can apply for the jobs out there.
Okay, so for applying job also they need an Emirates.
They need the
ID.
Emirates ID.
Okay, that's quite.
Then they're allowed. They can apply for the job. I'm telling you, the maximum time it takes 30 days. It might prior to that, within 15 to 20
15,
days,
20
depending
days,
on
yeah.
the scenarios and the situations, if there
Average.
wouldn't be any overworkload, then of course it hardly takes 15 to 20 working days.
Great. Now coming to a very important question, like, which is spreading across the social media. ये golden visa क्या है? और students के लिए है applicable? Any route?
So अंकित, golden visa मैं ज़्यादातर काउंसलिंग में अपने बोलता नहीं हूँ ना. I don't want to pitch on this because एक अभी पहले भी न्यूज़ आई थी और वो न्यूज़ वेक थी कि 25 lakhs में आप पे करके गोल्डन वीज़ा ले सकते हैं. And I had a conversation with my visa team when I was there.
Yeah.
On campus. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, 1.5 months back when I was
Correct.
on campus. So I had a brief discussion about this, that how students can apply for golden visa, but we do not have any ground rule to it. And we do not promote it as particular that we should be promoting it or casting this out that students can apply for golden visa. But it's a different platform altogether. There is a certain amount that you need to earn per month in AED, and with a certain duration of 5 to 10 years, then you're allowed to apply for golden visa. That's the end route. But being into the university, I do not have any information about golden visa that students can apply for it, and we do not have any such end route to it.
But I think, like, if the students are studying really hard
Yeah.
in Murdoch University, passing and securing good academics, there are ample opportunities for them.
Yeah, they can apply for golden visa. Like I said, they should be earning a certain package
Yeah, got it.
till the particular duration. It could be 5 years, 10 years. I think most probably it has to be more than 10 years, and then they're allowed to apply. It's not like that golden visa will be guaranteed given to them, but they need to apply. It's a process.
Yeah, it's a nomination, basically.
Yeah,
What
of
they
course,
need to
of
do.
course.
Great. So I think we have covered most of the important relevant questions pertaining to Dubai as a destination and Murdoch as a university which offers amazing programs for its Indian and international students. So lastly, I would like to thank Mr. Aditya Thomas for coming into our office and sharing his thoughts on a very important and emerging destination, Dubai, and taking us through about all the insights from his point of view so that you all can understand about this destination, know more about, like, Murdoch University offerings, and then connect with AECC counselor to apply for 2026 intakes. Lastly, I would like to ask Aditya, like, anything you want to say to our audience.
Of course, if you are hearing me out, I would recommend AECC Global to all of you, to all my audience. So anytime in your future, whenever you are seeking for the overseas studies, of course, you can have a word with Ankit or with the management out there. And we have 3 intakes in total: Jan, May, and September. September has recently closed now, and now the next intake would be in the month of Jan. We have specific deadlines to be met, so I would request everyone, please apply on priority as per your convenience. So you should be holding the offer letter on time, and all the formalities can be catered timely. And lately, I would like to thank Ankit for organizing this podcast. This is really useful and really vital for all the audience who are hearing me out, that these clips and this podcast will be on air soon. So anytime down the line when you have any queries related with the product, with the destination, or of course with the way, in that case, so you can always YouTube it. It will be published on, and it will be uploaded on YouTube, and you can go through with all the details. And I would like to thank again to AECC Global and Ankit, of course, for this valuable time. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Aditya. And thank you guys for watching this entire thoughtcast. Continue to follow AECC for more such important and insightful thoughtcasts from different universities across the globe. Thank you so much.